First, the top news headlines. Customs Division, Imphal seizes 50 gold biscuits worth around Rs 5 crore at Thamna Pokpi Chandel. 2 arrested. The 35th Convocation of Indira Gandhi National Open University Regional Centre, Imphal held. Youth are engine of country's growth, says Governor Laganation. Only native speakers can preserve, promote one's language, asserts President of AMSU, Haubizam Chalamba. Hello and a very good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm ALBINA RIAMEI. A team of Customs Division Imphal seized 8.3 kg gold biscuits estimated to be worth 4 crore 43 lakh 95,200 rupees from 2 individuals at Thamna Pokpi in Chandel district. The gold was being smuggled from Mori border town yesterday. Addressing media at a press conference held today at his office at Sangakpam, Assistant Commissioner of Customs Division Imphal, H.L. Songate, said Superintendent of Customs Preventive Force Trachanpur informed about a two-wheeler TVS and torque with registration number leaving Moray with 2 gold biscuits last morning around 9 a.m. After receiving the information, a team of customs officers remained vigilant at Thamna Pokpi in Chandel district. Around 2 p.m., the team detained 2 individuals coming in a two-wheeler and checked the vehicle at Customs Division Office Imphal at Sangakpam. The team recovered 5 packets containing 50 gold biscuits from the air filter compartment of the vehicle. The gold biscuits weigh 8.3 kg and were worth around 4 crore 43 lakh 95,200 rupees. The 2 apprehended persons have been identified as Sapam Hemochandra, age 26, son of late as Tompok of Khongjom Sapam Maning Lekai in Thoubal district, and Charanga Punthil Maring, age 28, son of Charanga Mothil Maring of Khunbi Tuinem in Machi subdivision. A case has been registered to investigate the smuggling, H.L. Songate said.
On opening the air filter, 5 packets about this palm finger size, 4 finger size, about this thick, were recovered. On opening the packages, 50 pieces of gold biscuits, just like the same shape and size. We have this on Sunday, were recovered, and the gold biscuits did not have any marking, the purity, the country of origin, but it is believed to be of Myanmar origin. All those 50 gold biscuits are weighing 166 grams each. So the total value comes to 4 crore 43 lakh 55,200.
Governor of Manipur Laganation has said that youth of a country are the engine of growth and as such must be equipped with knowledge, skill, wisdom and dedication. Governor was speaking at the 35th Convocation ceremony of Indira Gandhi National Open University, IGNOU Regional Centre, Imphal held today at Asajina Complex, North AOC today. The governor further said the youth should be encouraged to come up with innovative ideas to find solution to every problem. He said we are one of the youngest nations in the world with around 65% of the population under the age of 35. People's vision should be to make India numero uno in the world. While acknowledging the fact that IGNOU is a university for catering to the educational needs of prospective learners through open and distance mode, Governor Laganation said it is commendable and praiseworthy that the university is providing affordable education to the underprivileged students, reaching the doorsteps of the learners with its excellent student support system. The governor further stated that with the opening of 3 study centers at Moreh, Kaching and Thoubal recently, students have been provided facilities for learning. The governor also distributed degree and diploma certificates to the students during the ceremony. Regional Director of IGNOU Regional Center, Imphal, Dr. S.J. Nithirajan, also spoke on the importance of IGNOU in imparting education to all the sections in the society. He said village-level awareness programs, especially in the remote interior areas, will be conducted to enroll students in different programs in the university. Altogether, 1,239 students have completed their degree, diploma and certificate program this year, he added. President of All Manipur Students Union and spokesperson of 6 student bodies, Haubijam Chalamba, asserted that no one will promote any language unless the native speakers of the language try to develop and promote the language. He was speaking at the People's Convention on Hindi subject compulsory up to class 10, a boon or curse for our indigenous minorities, held at GM Hall today. The People's Convention was jointly organized by AMS, AMSU, DESAM, KSA, MSF and SUK. Speaking further, Haubijam Chalamba expressed the need for people of the state to jointly work towards promoting and protecting the Manipuri language. He contended that the announcement made by Union Home Minister Amit Shah to make Hindi compulsory till class 10 will drastically affect the minority indigenous communities of the northeastern states of India. As such, he emphasized the need for people to join hands to make the center revoke its decision for the sake of the future generation. Pointing out that the imposition of Hindi on other communities is with an agenda of one nation, one religion. Chalamba urged the legislators of the state to ponder on what the future of the state will be if they remain silent for some political gains in this juncture. The spokesperson of the 6 student bodies further appealed to the people of the state to stand together and pressurize the center to withdraw its decision after gathering suggestions from experts and people in general.
Classen Hobby compulsory was a Sisina Equigi, and the Sigi Humigi, Oliva, to sing under fruits in the Kari Kadagi, Kari Puyaki, Hyperwakul, Manga, Tamakanda, Queen and Sigi, Patrica, Company, and the Miam put his son, Sigi, and basically Taragiva, or something at all. And in the Buhara Atuga, this subject compulsory was the Vita, a queen of optional on the Tangani Buhara Atuga, Adugumba Ponduza, I queen Izagani, Aduga Lady Pajamiam, Aduga Lady Yam Steady, Koigi. This is a compulsory work in one part of
Meanwhile, All Manipur Ethnical Socio-Cultural Organization MSCO has said making Hindi a compulsory subject from class 1 to 10 by the Parliamentary Official Language Committee is a threat to the Manipuri culture and language. A press release issued by the Publicity Secretary of MSCO, W. Dipu, said amid the effort to preserve the language of the state by introducing new education policy and inclusion of indigenous sports in the curriculum, the step to make Hindi a compulsory subject is a subliminal way to wipe out the indigenous people, stating that a language is a crucial part of a community. MSCO asserted that without it, a community cannot develop. The organization inquired if anyone has been punished under ILP Act since it was implemented in the state, even though outsiders continue to infiltrate into the state. Hence, MSCO appealed to the state government to make a stand on the matter. Nambol Police Station in Bishnupur district has been conferred the Best Police Station in Manipur award for 2021 by the Ministry of Home Affairs. DGP Manipur P. Dongal handed over the Certificate of Excellence to officer in charge of Nambol Police Station, Inspector Nabakanta Aribam, in the presence of senior officers of the department today during a function held at Nambol Police Station. Election petition has been filed against MLA of Thongju Assembly Constituency T.H. Vishwazit and MLA of Lamsang Assembly Constituency S. Rajan. The election petition, which mentions Congress candidate Seram Niken as petitioner and Thongam Vishwazit and Sanglakpam Preshojit as respondents, was heard at the Court of Manipur High Court Justice Sanjay Kumar yesterday. According to the petition, Vishwazit, respondent number 1, did not provide his full address in the affidavit submitted to the returning officer at the time of filing nomination paper. Vishwazit also did not mention the pending criminal cases against him as well as the state of Manipur while filling up column number 11 2 of Part A and Part B under Form 26. The petition then urged the court to declare the election won by Biswajit as null and void and declare the petitioner as the winner of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly election. The petition further made a prayer for criminal proceedings to be taken up against D.H. Biswajit under Section 125A and 127 of RP Act 1951. After perusing the petition, the court fixed the hearing date on May 16. On the other hand, ex-NPP candidate of Lamsang Assembly constituency, Pukrambam Sumati, has filed an election petition against ex-minister and sitting MLA Sorokaibam Rajan. The petition, which mentions Rajan, Likmabam Manibabu, Pundrakpam Kanba and Arambam Karamjit as respondents, was also heard at the Court of Justice Sanjay Kumar yesterday. As per the petition, Sorokaibam Rajan, respondent number 1, submitted incorrect information about his educational qualifications in his nomination papers. The petition continued that on the day of scrutiny for the 12th Assembly election, respondent number 1 failed to provide any documents supporting his claims of his ages and passing BA degree from MU in front of the authority concerned. He did not provide a valid reason on why there was so much money in his wife's savings account and did not give details of a brick fill in his name in the affidavit, the petition said. The petition then urged for declaring the electoral victory of Sorokaibam Rajan from Lamsang Assembly constituency in the 12th Assembly election as null and void and to disqualify him from representing the petitioner as the winner of the election. As observed every year, Arapti Day was observed at Babumayum Mandop, also known as Gokulananda Mandop at Kaisamthong Top Lairak today. Floral tributes were offered to the portrait of Pauna Brajabasi and various religious rituals were performed at the observance organized by Radeshyam Nampala Kaisamthong. Speaking on the occasion, one of the members of Radeshyam Nampala said the observance is held every year commemorating the day the last rite of Pauna Brajabasi, who laid down his life in the Kongjom battle, was performed on April 16, 1891. The last rite of Pauna Brajabasi, who was killed on April 23, was performed at Lilong Urup Arapti on April 26. 2 sacred figs, people trees planted by family members of the soldier after last rite are still standing tall, he said. A team of Kaching Police Commando arrested 3 persons with 2 stolen bikes. According to police report, a team of Kaching Police Commando detected 2 Royal Enfield bikes which were going towards Moray without any proper papers. On verification of the bikes, it was found to have been reported stolen at Lamphel and Thawal police stations. The arrested individuals have been identified as Paumin Len Guite, age 39, of M. Chachano Moray, Haumilen Mate, age 28, of Tengnopal, and Lunmilal Guite, age 20, of M. Chachano in Moray. The said vehicles and the individuals were handed over to Kaching Police Station for further legal actions. All Manipur MGNREGS Implementing Agency Committee has warned that they would impose an indefinite economic blockade on both Imphal-Jiribam Highway and Imphal-Dimapur Highway from April 28 midnight if the amount of rupees 230.20 crore already sanctioned by the centre is not released by the state government at the earliest. Speaking to media persons at Manipur Press Club yesterday, executive member of All Manipur MGNREGA Implementing Agency Committee and convener of United Senapati Bloc Association, Hisolorho, decried that even as the central government had released MGNREGA fund of rupees 230.20 crore for the financial years 2020-2021 and 2021-2022, the state government has been holding back the same amount. The matter was discussed with the minister and the commissioner concerned on April 11th, but the meeting could not bring any positive result. Hisolorho further said, as decided by the MGNREGA Implementing Agency Committee, an indefinite economic blockade would be imposed on both the national highways from the midnight of April 28 if the state government does not release the pending amount by April 27, he added.
The following steps of agitations will be launched from the midnight of 28 April 2022 if the fund is not released on or before 27 April 2022. Step 1. Blockage in National Highway, Imphal Dimapur Road, Imphal Jelibang Road from the midnight of 28 April 2022.
India reported a total of 2,483 new COVID-19 cases with 1,399 deaths in the last 24 hours. This brought the total number of COVID-19 cases to 4.30 crore. According to the Union Health Ministry, the active cases decreased to 15,536 and the total number of COVID-related fatalities surged to 5.23 lakh. The active cases, however, comprise 0.04% of the total infections, while the national COVID-19 recovery rate was recorded as 98.75%, the ministry said. A decrease of 886 cases has also been recorded in the active COVID-19 caseload in a span of 24 hours. Meanwhile, with 1,970 patients having recovered in the last 24 hours, and the cumulative tally of recovered patients surged to 4.25 crore. On the other hand, India's COVID-19 vaccination coverage has exceeded 187.95 crore and COVID-19 vaccination for the age group 12 to 14 years exceeded more than 2.70 crore. Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister and PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti said she is hopeful that the Supreme Court would stay the revocation of Article 370. Mehbooba's tweet came a day after the Supreme Court agreed to consider listing after summer vacation the pleas challenging the centre decision to abrogate provisions of Article 370, which had given special status to Jammu and Kashmir. On Monday, senior advocate Sekhar Nabde mentioned the matter before a bench headed by Chief Justice of India, N.V. Ramana. He said it is urgent as a delimitation exercise in Jammu and Kashmir has started. Russia told the world not to underestimate the considerable risks of nuclear war that is said it wanted to reduce and warned that conventional Western weapons were legitimate targets in Ukraine where battles rage in the east. Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov had been asked about the importance of avoiding World War III and whether the current situation was comparable to the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis, a low point in US-Soviet relations. Russia had lost its last hope to scare the world off supporting Ukraine, Ukraine's foreign minister. Dmytro Kuleba wrote on Twitter after Lavrov's interview. During a visit to Kyiv, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin promised more military aid for Ukraine. But Moscow's ambassador to Washington told the United States to halt shipments, warning Western weapons were inflaming the conflict. Before we end the bulletin, let's look at the top news headlines once again. Customs Division Imphal seizes 50 gold biscuits worth around ₹5 crore at Thamnapokpi Chandal. 2 arrested. The 35th Convocation of Indira Gandhi National Open University Regional Centre Imphal held. Youth are engine of country's growth, says Governor Laganeshan. Only native speakers can preserve, promote one's language, asserts President of AMSU, Haubijam Chalamba. That's all for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a great evening.